There she is, in all of her glory. Let's get into it. I did it, guys. I'm a college graduate. This video is just going to be about a few of the graduation processes that you have to go through when your term is over and you've completed all your courses. And just everything about graduation that I've been dealing with for the last couple weeks. So let me just explain to you guys a little bit about how the graduation process works. So last time I seen you, I had just submitted my capstone and it got approved and I had all of my classes done. As soon as that happens, your program mentor should, or you can reach out to her or him, but they should send you the graduation application. Now, you fill out the graduation application. I think it's only like a handful of questions. They want to know how you want your name on your diploma, and they want you to take a survey about WGU. Mine kind of got messed up because I didn't actually, I tried to go back on something, I messed my name up and I tried to go back and it just auto-submitted it, so I had to reach out to the graduation department so they could fix it. But anyway, so I'll give you a little timeline of how long it took from the time that I completed my capstone to the time that I received my diploma. Now, I passed my capstone on December 2nd. I have it wrote down over here. I passed my capstone on December 2nd. I submitted my graduation application on December 4th. I got my confetti on December 15th, and if you don't know what your confetti is, in the WGU portal and on your your app on your phone, whenever they approve your graduation, they will put a little owl in, like a little animated owl in there, and he'll press a button and it'll shoot confetti out of it and say, hey, you graduated with a bachelor's or master's or whatever of BSBA, ITM, or healthcare management, or whatever you graduated with. There'll be a banner on the WGU portal on a computer, but when you see people like in the accelerator page talk about getting their confetti, that's what they're talking about, is when you get your confetti when you actually graduate and they approve your graduation. And that date that when you get your confetti usually is the date that will be on your diploma. So, I got mine on December 15th on my diploma right here. It says graduated Bachelor of Science Business Administration on December 15th, 2023. But anyway, so I got my confetti on December 15th, and then I got my diploma on December 23rd. I got it in the mail. So from the time that I passed my capstone to the time that I got my diploma was about 21 days. Some people I've seen say it took them 10 days throughout the whole process. There's some people in there that graduated the same day as me and submitted their application the same day as me that still hasn't even received their diploma. I still owe a balance on what I owe WGU. The GI Bill doesn't cover all of it. I still have to pay a little bit of it. I think I owe like $200 or $300. And I called them to make sure that they wouldn't stop me from graduating. And what the financial guy at WGU told me is, we don't hold diplomas hostage, but they won't release your transcripts, is what he said. You'll get your diploma, you'll graduate and everything like that, but they won't release your transcripts until you pay in full. But that's not necessarily true, because I still haven't paid them in full and I've already received my transcripts. But that's just a little piece of information for you guys, so you know that that's what they say. They say they don't hold diplomas hostage for owing them money, but they won't release your transcripts. But they did for me, so who knows? But I just wanted to give you guys that little timeline to start out with. But, other than that, that's it. I'm done. 100% a graduated, educated man, I guess. This actually means a lot to me. I'm going to be real with you guys for a second. So, you can tune out if you want, but just as a little life story of me. So I dropped out of high school when I was 17 years old. I was just a super cool kid, just hanging out with the wrong people. I thought I was too cool for school and that it was stupid and I didn't need it, just all of the teen angst. And, I thought I knew everything, and why would I ever need to, graduate from high school? And I still don't necessarily think that graduating high school is a marker for success or failure. There's plenty of people that didn't graduate high school that go on to live very successful lives and have very successful careers. But what I think I did do is I robbed myself of that time in a young person's life. It's like a big rite of passage to get your diploma and walk with all your friends that you've grown up with and been to school with for all these years. It's a big moment. it's like one of the first big moments of a young person's life, and I robbed myself of the opportunity to experience that. But so I ended up enlisting, and I got my GED, and I think became a somewhat successful member of society. But I don't know, I never quite forgave myself for it, and that's a big reason why I think I wanted to do this so bad. Is that it's kind of like me paying myself back for being an idiot all those years ago. I wanted a diploma, and as meaningless as it may be to a lot of people, it's just a piece of paper, but it means a lot to me. And I know it means a lot to people that go through WGU or just go to any university and work their tail off to earn that piece of paper. It's more of the idea behind it, I guess, than just the piece of paper. So this was a big deal to me, and I'm really proud of myself for doing it. Now, enough of my sob story. What's next? Well, what's next is my MBA in IT Management starting in March. I wanted to start a little bit earlier than that. I for sure wanted to take a break in between. So, for people that don't know, you can't actually start a new term, like you can't start your master's or another bachelor's degree until your old term is finished. Meaning, like, I finished about 2 months early on my term. I still had like 2 months. I think I had the rest of December and January that I had or on my term. And so you can't start a new degree until that term is up. So I knew I was going to get about a month and a half to 2 months off regardless. But when I talked to an enrollment counselor, they said that I could start in March. And I was like, well, actually, it'd be really nice. I have a cruise coming up in late February anyway. And I was thinking to myself, you know what? It would be nice to just be a normal person for 2.5 months, spend time with my family, maybe just sit on the couch and play a video game or watch a movie, and not always have the weight of, oh, you should be doing a PA, you should be studying for an OA, you have coursework that you need to do. Like, I thought, like, it would be nice just to be a normal person again for a couple months. So I am in the process currently of getting all the paperwork and everything ready to start my MBA in March. So that's exciting. Until then, I have a few videos that I want to do. I would like to do a video about, just maybe some like overarching tips and tricks for WGU that I've learned along the way. And so there's still going to be some content that I put out there in between now and the start of my MBA. But yeah, that's what I have coming up in the future. Final thoughts on the BSBA ITM at Western Governors University. I thought it was great. 99% of the people I dealt with at WGU were great. To the course instructors and professors, to the mentors and enrollment counselors, and just almost everybody I talked to was great at this school. I wouldn't say that this degree plan is hard. I've said in an earlier video, and I'll reiterate it again, is I think this is doable for generally almost anyone. And people have been asking me since I've completed this, like, was it hard? And no, it's not hard, and I'm like no genius by any stretch of the imagination. I think anybody can do this. School, especially this kind of school, competency-based program, it's not a intelligence problem, it's a discipline problem. What gets a lot of people is just applying yourself, sitting down to do, the PAs, to study, to take the notes, like, this is a discipline program more than it is a intelligence program, in my opinion. I mean, there is things that you have to learn, obviously, but I think that almost anybody has the capacity to learn these things. It's just, are you going to put in the time, And that's really what it is. It's time consuming. It's not hard, and that in and of itself can be hard to a lot of people, and I understand that. But, if you can assert yourself and, make sure that you sit down to do the work, then I think that almost anybody can earn a degree, at Western Governors University. That's all I really have, guys. It's a surreal feeling to have that sitting on my desk after all these months. By the way, I guess I didn't mention it. It took me 16 months collectively to do this. I started last August, and I just finished up in December, so 16-ish months, something like that. I learned a long time ago, when you go on these like accelerator pages or Reddit, there's a lot of people that are asking, which is a very understandable question to ask, is like, hey, how long is this degree going to take me? How long is this class going to take me? And I learned a long time ago, there's no answer to that question. Everybody is so different. What took me 16 months have taken some people 3 months, or it's taken some people, they're in their 5th year at WGU. Everybody's just so different that that's really an unanswerable question. The only way to really figure out how long something is going to take is just to dive into it and do it. And you can spend so much time, researching to see how long it's going to. I mean, I did so many scenarios of like, oh, if I do this, this, and this, I can finish by this time. You'll burn yourself out, trying to figure out exactly how long X, Y, Z is going to take you. You just have to jump into it and do it. So don't pay attention to how quick somebody else is doing something or how slow somebody else is doing it. Just get in there and do the work. And I promise you, like, it seems like everything else in life, while it's going on, it's like, oh my God, this is never going to end, but it will come to an end much quicker than you think. These last 16 months were just a blur to me, and now I'm about to start my MBA in a couple months, and I'm sure it's going to be the same way with that. That's all I got, guys. Thank you so much for going on this journey with me. We're closing in on like 650 subscribers, which is pretty crazy. I didn't know when I started this if anybody would watch this, and now it's kind of grown to a little bit of a community. So that's freaking awesome, guys. Yeah, I'm super excited to start my MBA in a couple months, and like I said, I'm going to try to put out a few pieces of content between then, just to, because I actually really enjoy doing this. This is fun, sitting down, making the videos, stitching them together and everything. It's actually a pretty enjoyable, nice little hobby. But again, thanks so much for going with me on this journey, and college graduate, baby. Let's go.